Movie boys.
Hello, hello, hello. There's our wonderful, wonderful intro that we spent way too long working on for this. This is going to be a podcast about movies called The Movie Boys. Funnily enough, I am Ferico and I am joined by Godus Gaming.
Hello. We are the Movie Boys.
We are the Movie Boys. This is a little project that we've decided to do, just something content creation, look at a few movies here and there, and that's obviously going to be the point of this podcast, is to look at some movies. This is just going to serve as a little intro to what the podcast is and what it's about. Nothing more than that, but we do have one order of business to get to for the intro, and that'll be to pick our first movies that we're going to watch. Now, we've decided that we will alternate our picks and pick different things. So, and we also decided on some ground rules so we don't get buried deep in movie series. So that'll be that if we are doing something from a movie series, we'll go in order, and we won't go back to that same movie series for 2 months, so it doesn't become a Marvel or a DC or a Fast or the Furious podcast or anything like that. Keep things varied, as it were.
Nothing like an entire podcast dedicated to all of the Marvel series.
Yeah, that would take a very long time.
Out there, so we would be the first.
Yes, and we're definitely we definitely want to trailblaze in the sector. I was quite strong, so I kind of mentioned about picking a movie, and Godus kind of twigged what I was going to pick first, so I came out hot and I said, we're going to go with the Sonic movie for my first pick, and I would like that as an episode 1 kind of anyway. So I think that's a very solid, strong starting point. I obviously have a big history with Sonic. This won't really work for the audio, but a big Shadow the Hedgehog tattoo and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, the Sonic movie is where we will start.
I mean, I feel like it wouldn't be a I Am Ferico involved movie.
It was super obvious I was going to pick that.
Yeah, I mean, it had to be done.
Had to be done. And I think you were saying that your daughters are getting into Sonic anyway, so time-wise it's not terrible.
My youngest is a very big Sonic fan. My oldest is a Mario fan. So
look at 1 out of 2 ain't bad.
That's just the way it goes, you know.
It's the way it goes. And what did you have in mind, Godus, for your first pick?
You know, I had a few ideas. I'm gonna keep some of them in my back pocket. I threw a meme at you earlier.
Yeah.
But I think if we're gonna start off strong with your favorite franchise, I think it's only appropriate that we start off strong with my favorite franchise.
Okay.
And we do Final Fantasy VII Advent Children.
Oh, yep. I'm down for that. Okay. It's very video game themed in the early going, but yeah.
Yeah. I feel like that would be a good segue from the gaming of I Am Ferico to the Movie Boys.
And it's kind of interesting you picked Advent Children, because that is one that I would have had in the back pocket to definitely do at some point as well. So it's rather interesting that we ended up there anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I figure it's a strong brand.
Yeah, it helps. It helps to have played the game, of course, but you can watch it without it. It's a spectacle movie, like.
And where can people watch these movie reviews, Ferico?
That's a very, very good question. I think we decided that we were going to broadcast these live on Twitch, so we'll do that on my channel, certainly, at least initially anyway. That'll be twitch.tv/IamFerico. YouTube, I'm going to set up some form of a YouTube channel for them as well, for the recordings. I'll see Movie Boys might be taken, but we'll get the closest thing that we can. If it is, we'll see. Maybe we'll get Movie Boys, who knows. So we'll have a look into that. Godus just really hoping we get Movie Boys.
Fingers are crossed.
We'll come up with something close to it. Movie boys, perhaps, or something. We'll come up with something.
I've got faith in us for sure.
We'll come up with something, and I think if we can break out the audio, and I'm sure we can, we will upload it to probably iTunes and other podcast platforms of choice. And I guess anyone is free to let us know at any point if it's not available on their podcast catcher of choice, and we'll do what we can to get it at it. I think really that's about it. We're up and set. We have 2 movies picked. I guess guests is the other thing we should mention quickly. We will try to have guests on from time to time and try to be accommodating about maybe letting them pick some sort of movie that they like. And the other thing to mention is, of course, Godis will be providing a synopsis of Sonic, and I will now be providing a synopsis of Advent Children. Whoever picks the movie, the other person does the synopsis, the idea being that if I pick a movie, I'm probably already somewhat familiar with it, so it's better to get a fresher perspective on it.
Right, so we'll kind of swap those back and forth based on who picks. I suppose if we have a guest and the guest picks, we'll
swap it around or something. Yeah,
we'll swap that around. We talked about going in order, correct?
Oh yeah. We did. Yeah. If we're doing, again, I keep using the Fast and the Furious as an example. It's a big long one, but yeah, if we decided to dip into that, well, we'll start at 1 and work through the series. And if we do both Terminator movies, we'll do 1 first and then 2.
There's only 2 Terminator movies as far as we're concerned. So that series ends after 2.
Yeah,
and then I think we lightly touched on how the community is going to get involved between us. I don't know if we're going to maybe do an occasional movie watch with the community or not. We'll see if we can make that happen or not. I think time zones are probably the prevailing challenge for that. But.
Yeah. Time zones would be an issue for sure. But yeah, I think for the most part it's better to let people watch in their own time if they want. Like certainly people would have at least a week between shows to look at whatever the hell we're going to talk about.
Yeah, we'll post what we're going to watch prior. That way, if you're interested in following along, you get to watch the movie as well, however you'd like, and can then partake in the stream discourse.
Yeah, and I guess the other thing to mention as well will be, in terms of a live stream, it'll be a little less interactive than usual. Possibly if we're full tilt talking to each other, it doesn't mean we'll ignore chat, but we'll probably sweep up questions at the end or something after we've kind of done our few bits and bobs.
Yeah, it's going to be a bit of a evolving process, probably the first.
Yeah, we'll figure
out.
We'll figure it out.
Podcasty.
Yeah,
kind of format. We'll
figure it out as we're going. But yeah, it's movies, and we're going to talk about them, and we are boys, and that's about it. And a big kudos to Godis as well, who who did some very hard work on the intro. And now he's distracted. Where else would you get it?
This is why I need to do this once a week, because the Sonic fan over here is already asking if I'm watching Sonic. So.
Yeah, well, it turns out you are.
Oh no.
I think that's it, though. So look, we'll be aiming to do these on Sunday at around 7 p.m. GMT. I don't know what that translates to in your time zone. About 11 in the morning, or is it 10? Oh, half. It's actually half 11, is it?
Yeah, I think you're 8 hours ahead of me.
Yeah. So that's really about it. We will see you next week for Sonic. I think that goes. Movie boys.
Movie boys
out.